build some cabinets above the countertop today, and it's the same process basically as the cabinets that I built down here with the countertops. So this is all very simple construction, just regular pine 1x4s screwed together on edge, nothing fancy there. Some handy panel shelves, and I just used some paint to glue down this grippy shelving material. Of course, we got our mini fridge in here, and I don't know if you can see, but this is closed off so stuff can't slide in against the mini fridge, so it's in its own area. The countertop, we just used some simple shelving material from Menards. These are like $20 for I think they're 6 foot long by 24 inches deep. That worked. And then we also have this small piece here that flips up to give us a nice big area to set stuff. We've got a mirror that we screwed onto the wall. I'll show you these brackets here. These brackets came from Amazon, real simple. Screw them onto this, you screw them onto the wall, you press this lever on both of them and they fold down. Super easy install, adds a lot of counter space. Now that you guys are up to speed, we're gonna get started on these overhead cabinets, and we'll take you through the process of how we did that. Same thing we did down here, so you can kind of see what it's gonna look like. Obviously we won't have a big open space in the middle. We're gonna go with 4 doors, and it should turn out pretty good, add a lot of storage space for us. So let's get started. So I had this trim board screwed up to my boards that when I did the ceiling I furred it out the steel studs. They were on the length of the trailer, so this is what I got to anchor to on the top. Unfortunately, the top of the trailer does have a bit of a bow to it, so we'll have to add a trim board up there when it's all said and done. Now, I added these 2 boards to anchor the face of our cabinetry to, so that would be like this part here. And now we're going to build the rest of it. So we're going to build the face first. We'll probably have to put our strips on the wall for our actual shelf that we made out of handy panel. And we might have to slide that in before we put the face plate on. We'll get started. You guys will see where I'm going. Okay, so we have this board cut. We're going to tack it up there so we can see what we're working with. And then we need to get our support for the shelf screwed to the back side of this and to these parts of the V-nose, so our shelf has something to rest on. On the back side here, we're going to have our strip down here that the shelf sits on, and then this will be in between it, so that's where I'm thinking I won't be able to get the shelf in there. We used our little skill saw trick with the vice grips and ripped an inch off of this top board, which is what's going to go up here to give us a little more daylight between here to set stuff in there, fit bigger stuff in. Can't do that on the bottom, unfortunately, but now our little piece is under here, and that is what our shelf will sit on. So we're going to screw that to the back side of this board, and we'll screw it in from the back side so you will not see the screws. Alright, so now you can see we have a nice spot for the shelf to rest on, and we can also screw the shelf to this. Now we're going to put boards along the walls that are the same thickness as this board we put behind here, which is about 7/8 of an inch. So now you can see we have these other boards screwed up. That's what the shelf will rest on all the way around in here. Alright, so we got our piece cut. We're gonna go see if it'll fit. There. Alright, now if we could get Emma to hold this a little bit, I'll get this in position. Okay, there we go. Now I'll help you with this board. Put a screw in here. After I drop it. Yeah, perfect. Actually, So you can see we've got a nice little gap here to where we can push this in and out to get it straight along there. This board is holding pretty straight on its own, and it fits good. We got a nice gap all around. It's up in there nicely. So we'll screw that down. Then we're going to take this face part back off and we'll build the actual face of the cabinets. And by that I mean like everything you see around the doors and under the shelf here. So we've got it all screwed together. We've got our piece that supports the shelf put back on. We're going to take it in there and tack it up. Alright. We want to put this end in first. Kind of swing it in. Alright. Now, should be able to tuck in here. Straight past your mirror. Past your vent, maybe down a little, in, up, and would you look at that, beautiful. That side tacked up, flush out the bottom on this side, there we go, right there. So we got this up, we got our paneling resting on the face here. Now we're just going to check it with a board to make it nice and straight. And I'll screw it in on the back side here just like we did on the top on the rest of the piece of paneling. And that'll get us straight as we go along here. So now we've got a little block holding the top, a little more sturdy, and we've got our dividing panel in. It's just another piece of double painted white handy panel. Alright guys, so we got this trim board up. Next thing we're going to do is work on the cabinet doors themselves. So we'll build them kind of like these. They won't have this piece in the middle because they're a shorter door. Those are like 30 inches. These are going to be significantly shorter. So we're going to work on them next. Got my verticals and my horizontal pieces cut. We've got to drill some holes to screw it all together. I got my panel to cover the middle. Got a couple of handles, putting 2 hinges per door. There you have it, a couple finished doors. We're gonna move to the trailer and get these hung. Right now, we gotta figure out where exactly they all gotta be so everything lines up nicely in the trailer. So as you can see, we've got 2 doors hung. I had to hang these ones to figure out all my dimensions. I'm gonna show you guys how I did it on these ones. Really simple process. We've also got a spring latch to help hold the doors shut, so they don't rattle and stuff going down the road or bounce open, hopefully. So we're going to get to hanging these doors and then we'll finish the project up. So one more thing, you guys can see we got these ugly holes from where we screwed everything together. But don't worry, we've got this. Pick this up, it comes in a set of 4 from Harbor Freight for $5. As you can see, I've already made a few. We're gonna make some wood plugs to go in them holes. I'll just push them right in there. Just like that. It looks a little better. It's not perfect, but it looks better. Makes it less noticeable. We're going to do that on all of these. Bing. Bada bing. We're all done with the upper cabinets now. I think it looks amazing. Definitely don't be scared to try to do some of this stuff on your own. It's all very simple. Hinges, very simple. These latches, nice and easy. Screwed this one on in the center. Clip the bracket into it, close the door. Then from the other side, mark the hole. We also got some more light in there. Some grippy pad down to keep our stuff from sliding around in there as bad. Then we put a couple of little bumpers on here. This side is the exact same. We only divided the cabinet in the middle. That's all we felt we had to do. I'm not sure where we're gonna go next. Might do something with the walls, might do something with the floor. So stay tuned if you guys are into this kind of stuff. I would estimate total cost of these upper cabinets with the materials. Granted, I have a lot of the tools. I would say it cost me $100 to build these upper cabinets. The lower cabinets and this flip-up shelf, I would say between $150 and $175. And that's mainly because this is like $30 and that would have been 20 some dollars, I think. So that's $50 right there just for the countertop part. All in all, very cheap way to make your trailer more accommodating and give you some storage. Hope you guys enjoyed.